Going live. 3, 2, 1. We're live. Okay, what's up, guys? Trevor here, and Brett's over there. We are on day 15 of our live stream of creating the Eat the Elephant app for RevenueCat's Shipathon hackathon. The idea of the app, maybe Brett can say it today. Yep, nice and easy. Yeah, and we've got, oh, nice. Yeah, if you text it to me, I can send it out. Hopefully we got our stream kind of set up right. I don't know if we can verify audios for both of us. Okay. Wait, start talking. Yeah, I don't see it on like my audio levels at all. Um, okay, start talking again.
Through. I'm seeing it come through on my stuff.
Okay, I don't hear you at all anymore. I can't
Okay,
hear you.
it's working on the YouTube. I can hear it.
I I can't hear you, but you're saying the stream can hear you?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe can you unmute FaceTime?
Okay, if I unmute FaceTime, let's see what that does to the stream.
Okay. Test test. Because I can hear you fine now. Is that good?
Yeah, dude, we figured it out, man.
Oh, okay. We can't turn off our laptops or unplug anything. Has to stay like this.
It took
Oh, that's funny.
15 days of streaming.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I think it's all working.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've got Discord pulled up. I could send in our link. Okay. So yeah, Brett is working on some designs. Um, I was thinking we did just get approval for the screen time API. So I could try to just add in what we had and submit it, and that way we can start testing it like on a real device.
Yeah, would love that. And I know we still haven't found anything on how to make the URL thing work, but
Yeah,
man, that would be money. But
that would
we
be
could at
good.
least for now have it pop up and say, hey, go work on this task instead.
Yeah,
And then I think we could do it where you could click next task. Like you could click skip instead. And then maybe we could just have the two buttons, skip or ignore. So you
Okay.
could say, actually, you know what? I do need to get on Instagram right now. Ignore.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to, yeah, figure this out. So I added back in our family controls um, capability within here. And then, yeah, so I'm going to reset up those separate targets. I think there were shield configuration and shield action.
Um, Trevor, what do you think of having ChatGPT help a little bit as we're creating our goal and stuff?
I think that'd be great. I was a little hesitant about it, but then I set up like I was trying to set up my goal. It was just hard to find time to like even set up the goal.
Mm,
So like any way to get it to help, I think that'd be big.
okay. And I'm remembering too, we also need to set up screen time stuff. So the onboarding is actually going to be a little beefy
Yeah,
because
I
we need
agree.
to turn on. Well, maybe we can turn on after you have your goal and stuff set up, then we can turn on. Or would it make sense to first turn on screen blocking, then set up your goal? You kind of committing to wanting to improve your life by turning on screen time. Because then, even if they don't have a goal set up, then the Eat the Elephant could just pop up and be like, hey, set your goal up.
Yeah, and that could be their first task or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sure, you want to walk through what you're doing out loud?
Yeah, yeah, totally. So, um, what we want to do is have it where you can set up what apps you want to like not be able to use until you do a task. So that could be like social media apps like Twitter, Pinterest, and Reddit. Um, and then, in order to do that, we on our app need to have this capability called like family controls. It's part of like the screen time API that Apple has. And so I've added this capability. And so what we do is within the app itself, we request the user to allow us to use their like screen time APIs. And then um, we can then, once they approve that, we can give them a view and say, hey, here's a list of all the apps on your phone. Select which ones you want us to like shield you from. So they select it. And so that's what's done on the app. And then there's two other parts. The first part is the shield configuration, where this is what's shown when they try to open up one of those apps they selected. It will pop up the screen and have we only have like so many things we can do to like change what the screen looks like. But basically, and here I could even, I'll show you what it looks like. There's like a nice article we'd found. Um, so yeah, like here's an article. So it kind of looks like this. Whenever you're trying to open up an app that you've already marked that you don't want to open up, it will pop up this sheet. And so we could put a different image here. We can change the title and the subtitle, and then we can have up to 2 buttons. And so that's what the shield configuration is doing, is just setting up the screen. And then the third part is the shield action target, which is like right here. And this is where we are able to see, we handle whatever button they press. So whether it's the primary button or the secondary button, we can run code. And what we want to do is be able to, when they hit a button, when they hit like, oh, start task, we want it to open up our app and like go to the focus screen and start the task. But that was something we couldn't figure out how to do. And then the other issue we had was we had this all set up and working just as we were developing, like through Xcode. But when we tried to upload it to TestFlight for other people, they denied us because you have to actually request approval for these APIs. So it took about a week, and then they finally approved it. Happened over the last couple of days. I haven't checked, but so now that they've approved it, I'm just adding back in all the code that we had before, so that way we could start testing like on real devices through TestFlight. And that also helps like testing through TestFlight because it's way closer to what the final app's going to be. Like as we were just building and developing like through Xcode and like launching on my device, there's a lot of like things Apple allows you to do that they don't actually allow you to do when you upload it to the App Store. So that's where like if we hadn't have tried to upload to TestFlight earlier, we would have been screwed because they would have denied us and we would have had to wait. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sound
glad we
good?
got approved. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for explaining all that.
Nice. So yeah. So right now I set up those 2 targets, the separate targets called I call it the ETE, like eat the elephant, ETE shield configuration, and that's the one that configures the view. And then the ETE shield action target configures the actions, the logic, the functionality of the buttons. And now the third thing that I'm doing is I have all this this code for the in-app portion, and I'm going to add that back into the app. And I'm thinking I'm going to add it into like probably just the settings page for now. That could be like our development settings page, because I don't know if you saw, but I just put in like a button that deletes all tasks from your phone, so you could like re-go through onboarding. But yeah, we could have like buttons in there to like help configure the screen time API, like choose which apps you want. And then once we know how things work, we can now add them back into the onboarding. So yeah, I'm going to create a new folder within our main app called, let's see, I'm going to call it like Screen Time API. And then I'm going to add back in this shield manager that we had created. And the shield manager test view. Yeah. Oh, then yeah, and at some point we should get our live activities back up and running. Okay. So yeah, our Shield Manager has this selection, which is a family activity selection. It starts as just like a default selection, which I think is empty. And then we have a function in here that says shield activities, which will clear all previous settings that we've set up. And then um, okay, yeah, I think this is where like we activate their selection. So we grab whatever apps and categories they've selected, and we tell the store that we want to shield those applications, categories, and web domain categories. So then on this view, we present this family activity picker and we give it the selection. So that's how they update their selection. And then we can call this apply shielding, which activates those selections. Kind of weird, but it works.
Okay, Trevor, this is what I'm thinking for onboarding.
Yeah.
So they open up the app and we have a screen, just like one screen that visually explains what the app does. And then it has a big button that says um like turn on screen time API.
Oh, nice. Like a toggle kind of thing.
Yeah, so then they turn it on, they approve that. If they approve it, then we go to choose apps. If they deny it, then we just go to create our goal.
Okay.
Then we create the goal. Then we have OpenAI on the next screen suggest a couple milestones, but they can
Mm-hmm.
also type in their own milestones.
Mm-hmm.
And then AI can, well, then I'm thinking RevenueCat pops up and is like, hey, you can have themes and AI can automatically create tasks for you. And you can turn off the ignore button to add friction in.
Yeah.
They can buy it or try it for 7 days or something for free.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then if they try it, then great. They can go make tasks and see if they like it, or if they buy it, great too.
And if they don't buy it,
Thoughts?
they still go and make tasks.
If they don't buy it, they can still try it for free and go make tasks.
Nice. And if they don't try it for free or buy it, they can still use the app, but just like very limited.
Yeah, yeah, you could skip that, and I think then you wouldn't have AI suggestions.
Yeah.
But you could still type in your goals and do that and have the screen time API and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, that's sick. Um, do we want to try out the iOS 26 like on device AI stuff?
Well, the event is rumored for September 9th, right?
Something like that. I was trying to look into it. I couldn't find anything.
Which would place the release of 26 on like the 15th of September. So, yeah, would we I guess we could allow that for free.
Probably. I mean, it'd be such a small like user base that has AI enabled iPhone and updates to 26.
Yeah.
I think it'd be more of like a marketing push for us to see if like Apple could like be like, oh, if you want to use free AI, like here's apps that enable AI private.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and they could still pay to have it like to turn off the ignore button and to have different themes. It would be cool if Apple's AI actually worked because then it would just be it
It'd
would
be
just like be on device, like nothing would
yeah,
leave the device.
that'd be sick.
So,
And like yeah,
but I guess it's not a problem if we charge for Apple's AI, right?
I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't looked through like their developer stuff, if that makes sense. So it could be that like we're not allowed to charge, but I imagine we could charge. I don't think there's
I
anything
think,
else that they don't.
yeah, I think we'd be allowed to charge.
Okay.
So maybe it could just be a setting where you're choosing OpenAI or on device if you don't want anything to leave your device.
Yeah,
And then we just charge the same. Then it's not a big deal. It's just like whatever AI you want to use, you can use.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm good either way.
We could see.
We could do the OpenAI stuff first. It is going to be more difficult, but we could set it up in a way that like the user could change which service is actually performing the AI. And so we'll
Yeah.
just set up like our own API to our own service like internally, but the service like we had done before, we could switch out what service is part of the manager,
Okay.
which would be slick.
Yeah.
And then we could bring it into future apps like pretty easily, which would be nice.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, the OpenAI side, it's gonna be more difficult because we can't just be making like API calls directly from the app to OpenAI with our API key
Mm.
because that would expose our API key to anybody that wants it. We would need to instead set up like a router pretty much on our own backend service and have that work.
Okay.
And my wife's right here. I'm live
Well, we
streaming.
can see when we get there.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get this working, and I might need to hop off in like 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Also, the hope is that because we set up everything using Swift data, later on we could just go in and turn on iCloud and it should work. So like all your tasks are
Mm.
going to sync across your devices. So we could just make like an Apple Watch app.
Which would also be awesome, like if focus mode could eventually be on the Apple Watch and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. and like live activities and widgets. Yeah, I think the main thing we need is people to have their goals in the app. And once they have that, then yeah, we can unlock this like world of actually getting it done.
Yeah, dude.
So that's the first hurdle, I think, is to get it in the app, your goal. Let's see, testing it for the first time.
Yeah, nice. Oh, dude, look at that.
Yeah, there it is.
And it looks like we still have it where it just kills the screen instead of anything else. And you can go in here and deselect
That's
all,
nice.
reapply shielding, and it's back to normal. Okay, so my hope is now that this, we can, I'm going to try to push this up to TestFlight and we can make sure it works on real devices.
Okay, sweet.
And dude, like you were saying, I think you said it a while ago, but once you have this set up, I don't think you can delete the app, right? Or would it be only if like it's through the family settings?
I have not tried to delete any of the apps that I'm using this with, but I'll bet it just lets me delete it.
Okay. Yeah, if it didn't, that'd be pretty slick because that'd be like a friction, like people can't delete our app.
No, we need to add in the cool little sidebar, like when you go to delete it,
Oh yeah,
it like pops up that sidebar. That's like, are you sure?
that's funny. Okay, I just pushed it, so I'll stay on and watch it as it's building. But yeah, no, I like that idea for the onboarding of like having like, are you, are you saying that we're like gonna list out the things that they're doing as they're onboarding? Like first step is you click this, and then it will request the screen time API.
Yeah. The ones that I like that I've seen are like, hey, on the next screen, we're gonna ask you for your screen time API. And then the screen like turns into an arrow that like points to the approve button.
Yeah, yeah, but that's gonna be nice. Oh, I have something I need you to sign for my work thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you after.
Okay, send it to me after. Yeah, I love that we're doing this all on the side and it's at like 10 o'clock every night.
Yeah,
Really shows when apps get built. These indie apps.
indie apps. Yeah, yeah, dude. I keep thinking like on the side is such a good name for this.
You nailed it. You
Yeah.
nailed it.
It's fun. One thing is I should make everything run iOS 17. Hmm. And also, you were saying that iPhone should only be portrait, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think people are used to that.
I I think for now. Yeah, we can make sure the iPad works on everything because it's annoying when the iPad doesn't do it.
Yeah, totally.
The phone, I could see eventually. I think we could optimize focus mode. You know, if you've got it on like a stand or something, it'd be cool.
Oh, true. That'd be sick.
But we'll wait till we get there.
So I still think we should make just the um, just press play music app. Yeah, okay. We just need to focus on this. Do for 2 months.
But dude, like, let's get this done because like press play could incorporate into this. Like that could be a setting where you
Oh yeah,
just when you start focus mode, it just the music just starts.
yeah, true. Dang, and that's where like yeah, we should have like all of our apps have the same architecture, so we could just like pull things in from other apps like super easily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dang, yeah,
This is fun. Shout out to Revenue Cat. Thanks for having us focus in every night. It takes a lot to ship an app.
yeah. I remember yeah, Brett used to tell me like he was like, oh, I thought like at work people would just say things and be like, what are you talking about? Just get it done. Like just code it.
Just do it.
And then you're like, oh wait, actually
Yeah.
it takes a lot.
Yeah, now that I've dived into the world of GitHub and pull requests and merge conflicts, I'm like, okay, I can see how 100 developers all working on the same thing at the same time doesn't just take 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Well, at least well for now it's I've just been pushing like code
I know.
into
Yeah,
the but
I'll get in
yeah.
there eventually.
Okay, the it failed to
Yeah, what
upload.
happened?
I have no clue. Let me make sure. Okay, these two. Okay, this might be a thing. This says family controls distribution. These ones always say family controls development.
Mm,
So that's what I'm worried about.
look into that.
And that's where I'm like, oh freak, do we need to request not only for the main app, but also for the other ones? Because this is I'm only looking at Eat the Elephant, the main app identifier. Or maybe I should be looking at these ones as well. Yeah, freak. I'm gonna have to request on these as well. Dang, this might set us back a while. Maybe I could call
It's
them
all
in.
right. It's all right. So we have to ask it for all the other Apple IDs,
Yeah, all the other target IDs.
or yeah, the target IDs. Sorry.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully they're a little quicker though, because
yeah.
like we
And
already got
that
approval on one, and it's like, oh,
and that's what I was thinking too. Like if this, yeah, since we got approved, maybe I do that um, and then I could call them like I don't know if they're open tomorrow, but I'll like just call them during the day, Monday or something if they haven't approved it. Just be like, hey,
yeah,
could
that'd be
we like
awesome.
expedite this? Okay. So submitted for the shield action and also for the shield configuration. Submitted. Submit on both. So maybe I just won't. I'm not going to pull it out, pull all the code out. Maybe we just wait till it gets approved before we try submitting again,
Yeah,
which
that's
hopefully
fine.
should be fast.
We just won't have a build tonight. That's fine.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we're not going to be streaming tomorrow.
Yep, we're taking Sundays off.
Yeah.
Spend time with the family.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm about to head off. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I'll
how
jump
are you
off too.
doing? Yeah.
I think this is good. I've got uh the opening screen. So you first open the app, and what I'm thinking is you've got a header that says turn small distractions into great accomplishments.
Oh, nice.
We could work on the word accomplishments. And then one side is going to be, I know you love emojis, so we'll have like the skull emoji, crossbones one.
Okay.
And this will just be not any particular distracting app, uh, but just like what social media or distracting apps look like. And it'll just kind of be like scroll, like picture these two posts.
Hmm.
They scroll out of view and two new ones scroll into view. Scroll out of view, two new ones scroll in.
It's just like an animation that keeps happening over.
Yeah, just demonstrating doom scrolling. And then the other side will be the eat the elephant. So here we'll have our little elephant, and this will just be the focus screen. So we'll have our logo, and then we'll have like the task that you're working on, and then the done button. And the done button, at the same animation speed this one's going, the done button will get pressed. It'll look like it gets pressed. This task will get crossed off, animate out, and a new one will animate in. And it'll just kind of keep doing that animation.
Okay.
And then there'll be a big button at the bottom that says get started.
Nice. I
You
like it.
like that?
Yeah.
Just to kind of show, hey, here's what we're trying to do, but just in animation form. And then when I get started, it'll say, okay, give us access to your screen time API.
Yeah. No, I
So
dig that a
hopefully the
lot.
goal is to be like, look, you want to stop doom scrolling, give us the access. Once they say, all right, I want to stop that, then we'll say, okay, what do you want to accomplish? And we'll work them through that.
Yeah.
So I think onboarding is going to be really important for this app for people to understand what it does. And it's going to take us multiple iterations, but
Yeah. That's
for
fun.
starting. And the doom scrolling one will probably be gray, and then ours will be like color. It'll have color and feel more fun.
Nice. Yeah, I like
So
that.
I'll work on those.
Yeah. I was going to say, those are both going to just be animations. Like, I'm not going to build out a view for
No,
like our side, right?
no. I'll do these as two separate Rive animations, and then you'll build out a view for the whole screen, and you'll
Okay.
just put them in there.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm down.
That's what I'm thinking. And I don't know how this will actually fit on a phone. We'll see. Having side by side,
Yeah.
I might need to do it like up and down or something. That's a screen and that's a screen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just one animation.
Yeah, just try it out. But I'd say like in the Figma, yeah, bring in like the correct device frames.
Yeah,
And
I added those in,
yeah.
so we
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Okay. Sick. Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay.
And that shouldn't be
Thanks,
too hard
dude.
to put in. So, okay.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, we'll see everybody next week.
See y'all on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.